18th. I'm Kane. Welcome to Miami Minutes, where we keep you up to the minute on all that's good here at Miami. Today we have a special guest. I would like to welcome Mike Packnett to Miami as our principal for a day. Could you please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you chose to become a volunteer as principal of a day here at Miami?
Oh, thank you, Kane. It's great to be with you all today. And I love teachers. My mother was a teacher. My daughter, Miss Packnett, teaches over at Levon Scott Elementary. Some of you may have come from Levon Scott. But I love Mr. Swinford and his family, and I really look forward to coming out and being with you all today.
When you were in middle school, how did you see your future self?
That's a great question, Kine. I think I played a lot of sports. My dad was a coach, football coach and track coach, and so I thought that was going to be my future, was probably playing a lot of sports, and I did through high school. From an academic standpoint, we had some friends that were in the banking business, and I always thought I was going to be a banker growing up. So I always enjoyed math and the sciences, and so that helped prepare me, I think, for college later.
Mr. Packnett, what steps led you to become president and CEO at Parkview?
You know, I had a little different pathway, I think, than most CEOs of health systems. I started off, and this was really an important part of my life, I think, early on, was I started off as a housekeeper at a hospital. And it was one of the hardest jobs I ever had, but it really taught me a lot about how to work with people well, and the value of everybody that works in a hospital. And you know, I think it was important during that time. Went to college, graduated with a finance degree, but I knew if I wanted to eventually become the CEO of a health system, that I was going to have to get a master's degree. So I got my master's degree in healthcare administration, and then started work in healthcare very many years ago.
As president of Parkview, what are the most challenging and rewarding parts of your job?
Yeah, the most rewarding part, let me start with that, is working. We have 11,000 people who work at Parkview, and the most rewarding part is being able to work with so many great people throughout the health system. I enjoy working with everybody, whether they're a housekeeper, work in the pharmacy, in the operating rooms, or all of our physicians. So I think it's that, and we have such a great mission of serving people who need our help. Our mantra is to have excellent care for every patient every day, and so it's a real pleasure to work with people like that. I think the greatest challenge and opportunity is just the complexity of healthcare, and how difficult it is to make sure that we treat every one of the 2 million people that come to see us every year in a great way. And we think about it a lot about how do we treat our loved ones. We want everybody that come here to Parkview to be treated like you would your own loved one, your own mother, your own father, sister, brother, etc.
Besides working for Parkview, you are part of several other organizations. Can you tell us about them and what they are doing for our community?
Yeah, I work primarily with organizations that look at economic development throughout the region. So how do we have the best place to live, to work, and to play? And so I work a lot with Greater Fort Wayne, Inc., with the regional partnership. We spend a lot of time on trying to figure out how to make this the best place for you, so when you become a leader in Fort Wayne, I sense that you have a lot of leadership abilities, and so we want to have the best place for you as the new young leader to come and help make Fort Wayne even a better place. So right now we're working a lot on the riverfront development. I don't know if you've read some about that. We're working a lot on the old GE building. Do you remember the big building downtown?
Do you remember?
We're looking at a big economic development opportunity there called, we're going to call it Electric Works. Early on here in Fort Wayne, we worked a lot on Parkview Field. And have you been there for a game?
Yes,
yeah.
10 caps.
Yeah, so those sorts of things are the things I love to work on to try to make Fort Wayne absolutely the best place it can be.
When you're not working at Parkview, what do you do when you're downtown?
Yeah, we love to travel. My wife and I love to travel, love to fish. Used to play golf a lot, not as much anymore, but it's probably now it's more travel than anything.
Thank you for volunteering to be our Principal of the Day here at Miami and appearing on our show. That's our show for today, Miami. Let's make this day a great day.